ballerina, getting cozy, cozy, cozy with my girl, getting cozy, cozy, getting cozy with my girl.
Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, listeners. We have our second guest, after our beautiful guest, Dr. Patrick Bosin. We now have our second guest, Oliver Walker. He's a designer, owner of a clothing brand, Windrush 48. So welcome, Oliver, to the Money More Black Business Forum.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
Lovely to have you.
Good. So, okay, Oliver, you actually live in Switzerland, isn't it?
That's right.
Wow.
I've been there for 16 years.
Wow.
Goodness.
Okay,
Yeah.
when we coming over?
Yeah, because I hear, you have to hear that Switzerland's a very, very prosperous country.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, before we get into, what brought you over? Was that work, commitment?
Love, I would say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm married. I've got a family there.
All right.
And
okay.
I've just found it a better place to settle for the kids. So I grew up in Brixton and Camberwell. And I thought, Brixton, Camberwell, or where I live now. I'm like, where I live now. So
I hear you.
family dictated that.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So going back, I mean, you live in Switzerland, but you are a Londoner.
Yeah.
Yeah, a man from Brixton.
Loughborough Junction.
Loughborough Junction.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Angel Town.
Wow. That's so you're right there. Then. And it's funny because literally, I went to school not too far from there. This is now I'm showing my age. Kennington Boys.
Oh, yeah.
And of which now it changed from now school to be now. I think it was a change in another school, then a teaching college, and I don't know what it is now. You know what I mean? But I definitely am aware of the area.
Right,
You know what I
okay.
mean? So,
I went to Tennyson's.
Oh, right.
In the Oval, right.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I know Tennyson's, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we've had a couple of experiences with them.
Battle Royale.
Yeah. When I was a wee nipper. But okay, so you you was raised, you was raised in Brixton. You have an interest in design, and you did a degree in design. Is that correct?
Right, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you what was that something that you were really kind of interested in from the get go, or you had other instinct and then you stepped into design? How was the journey?
Yeah, instinctually, I think I was always destined to do something with design. Initially, I wanted to become an architect. Then there was a recession, and then I decided to study. And I thought, why not do something a little bit more creative as opposed to geometric with regards to buildings? And if I had a pen or a piece of paper here, I'd sit here and I'd start drawing. I'm just one of those guys.
Prolific.
Yeah, I'm always sketching things, and I'm never quiet when there's a pen and a paper around me. I'm just one of those guys. So
Can I give you?
keep it away, keep it away. I won't
Okay, cool.
hide for the interview then.
Okay, so was it? So from the sound of it, it was like fine arts, and then you got into graphics, or?
Yeah, well, it was like most boys. You kind of. I used to love comics as well, and I used to try and copy the comic guys, and it just built from there. And then you just start to diversify what you want to draw, and that's where we end up with the initial sketch that started the Windrush revolution. I know it's not. I exaggerate.
Well, we will go into that one definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Talking about comics, when you was growing up, what was your leaning? Was it Marvel or DC?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was neither.
Oh, it was both actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I did like the old Judge Dredd and.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And obviously DC, and Judge Dredd was 2000 AD, right? Yeah, and they had a more grimy look.
Yeah.
And I did like that as well.
Okay.
DC was more, clean cut.
Yeah, clean cut.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so then, all right. So when you left university per se, what did you go into?
When I left, I travelled.
Okay.
Yeah, I did a lot of travelling, and after that, what did I do? Now that's when I met my wife and moved out to Switzerland.
Okay.
Learnt German while rocking my daughter.
Wow.
Or in a car seat, when she was waking up and stuff like that. So I speak.
Oh, you speak German?
Yeah, I speak
But
German.
because Germany is, Switzerland is bordered by several countries. Is it
That's
Langland?
right. That's right.
So it's not only
France,
France,
Germany, and Italy. That's
exactly.
right.
So obviously German is much more prevalent. But are you looking to learn the other two languages?
Well, I'm learning Skype. Via Skype. I'm learning French.
Oh, really?
Every Monday.
Oh, right. You got your teacher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this woman, she lives in the French part of Switzerland.
Okay.
And she wants to learn English. So we talk for half an hour English and then half an hour French.
Wow.
But it's harder for her than it is for me because her English is a lot better than my French.
Oh, okay.
So poor thing.
Yeah,
She's probably finished when I'm done with her, tired and crashed out. Yeah.
Oh, that's serious. That is serious.
I just do it just to communicate. It's not for work.
No, I think it's important. And I know what I mean. And it's definitely important, especially in regards to travel.
Right.
We were recently in France ourselves doing a networking event.
Oh, okay.
And we have plans for France ourselves. So, yeah, we got plans. So
okay.
Language is definitely one of the things that is going to be is high on our agenda.
Right.
And I think the idea of being able to go and pick up and learn languages per se is important because German is spoken in certain places, but French literally you're talking about like a third of Africa is francophone.
True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
As well as many other countries in the Caribbean as well, Guadeloupe, Martinique, Saint Martin. Have you are French speaking? So that's kind of quite serious.
Yeah. So let's see how it goes. We're always learning.
Exactly.
That's
So
right.
okay, so into the crux of it now, really. You are the creator of this this clothing brand,
Right.
which is Windrush 48.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. What was the inspiration for this?
It was, I don't know if you know the term serendipity. It was
Mhm.
something that just presented itself.
Okay.
I was meeting a friend in, I think it was London Bridge.
Okay.
He was late. I went to a bookshop, started wandering around looking at the books, and I saw a book on pin-up art. A guy called Gil Elverin, he does amazing paintings. I thought, oh wow, pin-up art. Never really looked at it, looked at the book, and I thought, okay, why not buy this book and do my own? And I was looking through this book, and then I realized that there were no Afro-Caribbean women in the book. And then obviously we're talking about the 50s, the 40s, so you wouldn't find any in there because of what was going on, the racial situation and so on. So I thought, right, why not? I draw my own. I'll draw my own pin-up. And this is basically where I started to draw this woman sitting on a suitcase, and like with the afro hair, and I started to romanticize about this woman. I thought, wow, she would be really nice on a t-shirt. And I thought, but she's on this journey, and I started to create this story about her. And she's traveling, and where could she be traveling from? And I said, Jamaica. And then I said, oh yeah, Jamaica, the Windrush, and oh yeah, and then it became Windrush 48 because I looked up the book. The boat. The name of the boat was the Empire Windrush, the German boat. And then this is basically how the brand started, purely by chance, and that was it.
Right, okay.
Purely by chance.
Okay.
It started as one T-shirt from one illustration, and that image is called the original pin-up, and it's possibly being sold as a screen print in the art gallery in
Wow.
it's very soon. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping to hear from them very soon.
Oh wow. Okay.
A2, quite nice.
Yeah, nice little size.
Nice size.
Quite serious. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Sorry.
okay, so all right, because I've seen the actual your first figure, the lady sitting down.
Right.
All right.
Sketch, right?
Yeah, and I've seen it on the t-shirts that
Right.
I've been online.
Right.
It's not necessarily a 40s and 50s. It's more like a 60s and 70s kind of Afro kind of look. Although I think the clothes is
Right.
why kind of move into that kind of more the 60s and 70s?
With regards to
Yeah,
her
it's
style. Well, many people have said that to me, and the reason why I did that was because that is Afro hair at its most natural form, and obviously during the Windrush era, the hair was straightened, and this is almost like a protest.
Oh wow! Okay.
This is like,
yes.
okay, what would she have chosen to be like if she was a pin-up? Or instead of having flowing long hair, lovely long hair, like the pin-ups do have, she had a natural afro hair. So it's a celebration of hair in that way.
Okay.
And that's why many people say, it looks a bit 70s. And I don't know. So this is the reason why.
Yeah. Okay.
And I needed to modernize the idea as well. If I drew her with a dowdy skirt on, standing there with her handbag very stiff, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
So you have to take a risk.
Of course, absolutely. And generally, what's the response in regards to that particular one in particular?
That particular image.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, I gave my mum a T-shirt, and I was thinking, older black women, maybe they won't be so receptive towards it. And then she wore it to the gym, and older black women, in their 70s, they said, "Oh, where did you get that T-shirt? Oh, can I have one? Can you get your son to..." They bought the posters of this woman.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's down to the fact that maybe when they were growing up, they never saw images of themselves like that, even though they
Very
wanted
true.
to feel like
Very true.
that. And this is maybe why it's drawn them, it resonates with them. Because I thought it was going to be totally the opposite. I was embarrassed a bit. Oh, cautious.
Yeah, because it is a pin-up, and
She's revealing.
She's a bit revealing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. But until now, it's gone okay. But no, very well actually.
Okay.
Very well.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so all right, so as you now, because one of the things I mentioned in the write-up is that the idea is to inspire the youth to kind of go on the journey, look and find out more about the history.
Right.
So did this lead you on to it was serendipitous that it started this way, but it obviously must have taken you now more and given you more insight into the actual Windrush kind of situation, the generation, the time.
For sure. And for me, it was a very, very positive story for the Caribbean community in general that we can all embrace, and it should lift. And this is not a brand just like, okay, let's just make up a name. This is a brand that I assume the older generation can really identify with, and the younger generation should know about.
Yeah.
And you have these well-educated, well-dressed, well-spoken people coming over to the UK looking like that. And it should be an inspiration.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's the idea for me behind educating the young, why I did this.
No, I think it's fantastic. And I think you're right. It's only again through the research you kind of realize. I remember going to some talk or some lecture. In fact, I think it was Brother Andrew. He did a lecture on the Windrush, and there were some key elements. The fact that the people that was actually allowed to come over, they had to be number one, they had to go to church.
Right.
Number two, they would have to have been working. Number three, I think they couldn't have a criminal record.
Right.
And number four, I think they either engaged or were married.
Okay.
So they had to be real model citizens.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. So you're talking about the cream of the cream that kind of came over.
Right.
During that particular kind of time.
And contributed. Yeah. Right. And when I speak of the young, I speak of the British young as well.
Yeah.
I have many white friends, and they didn't know about this story, and they're wearing the T-shirt now, knowing that I've got so many friends that came from the Caribbean, and we've enriched each other's lives, irrelevant of the culture, but we have enriched each other's lives, and they're embracing it now and saying, wow, I didn't know that. It's really quite a good story. And it should be taught in schools. Why not?
That's right.
Exactly.
Why not? Why not say something good about someone or some movement? We speak about war and Second World War. Yeah, we also had a lot of soldiers of African origin or Caribbean origin.
Yeah, that's right.
And why not? Share the love.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think obviously you've kind of come at it at a particular kind of time. I mean, you live in Switzerland, but must have got the news in regards to the furore around the quote unquote Windrush generation.
Right.
So I mean, how was it taken? How was it taken in Europe? Where you are. Number one, and then number two. Generally, how did you feel? I mean, obviously, your mother is a part of the Windrush generation.
Right. Well, in Europe, they're not really aware of the story, even less than in London. And this is my point. They need to be made aware of this story. And people look at history and think history is boring, but when it's molded your life, you should be aware of your history.
Right.
I think that's very important.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And all right, I mean, how? And you've been here what for about a few weeks?
Yeah, not even, just under 2 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in your time that you've been here, I mean, again, you know, has there been? Because I've noticed that quite a few things that are kind of bubbling up in regards to Windrush, and in fact, I think it was last week, and that was the actual anniversary.
Right.
22nd of June.
Yeah,
Right.
22nd of June. So, I mean, you know, again, how, you know, whilst you were here, what, you know, how do you feel to literally be in the midst of, you've got a brand and you're right in the middle of it?
Right. And the reason why I'm right in the middle of it is because I started this 4 years ago. I didn't start this because of what happened, and I want people to know that 100%.
Yeah.
This came from the heart. It's a passion of mine, and I'm not jumping on a bandwagon. And I will still be doing this in the next 10 years,
Yeah.
God willing.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. And I'm now, I have my T-shirts now in the Black Cultural Archives in Brixton, Windrush Square.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we didn't, communication breakdown because they didn't receive some emails that I sent, but they should have been there for the actual celebration. This is the T-shirt that I offered to them, and Unity is Strength with the anchor symbolic, and I offered this design, and I am still willing to offer a donation to the Windrush, to a Windrush charity. And my T-shirts are now there. We've come to an agreement, and if anyone buys, you're contributing to the cause as well. So, and that was a nice opportunity to experience that. And I can honestly say, when I walk around now, people actually look at my T-shirt, and I've heard people say, "Wow, he's got a Windrush T-shirt on." You know, you can have something on, I don't know, I don't want to name a brand, but you could have a big brand, it could be worth, I don't know, £300. But people are actually saying, "Oh, Windrush, nice T-shirt, mate. Where do you get it?" That kind of thing.
Yeah. It is fantastic.
Yeah.
As I said, I mean, we've been out and about during the last, you know, few weeks. And in truth, as you said, I mean, I know I go to a dinner and dance, a black tie event every year for the last 3 years, and it is a Windrush themed event.
That's right. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yes. So we'll talk about that off camera, off studio. But I mean, this is something that has actually, you know, kind of really gained kind of momentum. But I think it's just so important.
Right.
I mean, how many events have you actually been to whilst you've been here? Have you been to any events whilst you've been here?
I went to
Windrush related.
the Brixton event. I think that was the only event I went to, because I was doing a lot of running around trying to promote my own stuff around these events and meeting the right people. And so that was the only event I went to. Okay. But I know there was an event in Crystal Palace.
That's right. And there are definitely events to come.
Yes,
absolutely.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do you see yourself with the brand engaging with the Windrush the community, and finding out their ideas, their history, you know, taking, you know, like, because it's okay to, it's lovely to promote the Windrush and everything, but to go a bit deeper into meeting those Windrush people and hearing their voice and portraying their voice in some way in the artistry and fashion that you do.
Yeah, why not? We see it on T-shirts all the time, where you have quotes from Gandhi or quotes.
Exactly.
And there is wisdom there.
They've got so much.
There you go. You know, this could be inspirational in many ways. It's just a matter of getting to that point where you speak to these people, and then you brainstorm it, and then these ideas start to flourish. That's what I feel.
I love to, you know, when you see those little clips of them coming over and the boat. I love those sort of scenery, and then it had a little clip on WhatsApp about somebody who's been a train station guard for years, and how he had to fight just to get recognise a certain level within his. So they've got such rich history, as Sister was saying, Glenys was saying earlier on, that it needs to be recorded. So even if it's a quote on a T-shirt or a face on a T-shirt or some sort of experience that you can capture within your kind of fashion and design and artistry.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
You see it people do it with music all the time, and quotes by famous people, maybe Muhammad Ali and so on. And it makes it updates the brand, and it gives the brand...
Extends it, doesn't
it extends it, and it inspires. It's like one T-shirt I have, it's literally just got the word Talawa here, and tiny here, Windrush 48. It's just Talawa, nothing else. And people say, oh, what does that mean? Yeah. And I say, oh, it means sturdy, strong, resilient. And this was designed before, because I've always thought it was a great word. And it's so fitting for what is going on with regards to the Windrush generation.
Exactly.
There was this young child, I don't remember his name, when everyone was writing on their shirts after school, and they wrote some horrible racist stuff on the shirt, and he didn't realise that they'd written it on there.
Right.
And until the mother saw it, and I actually wrote to this woman, I can't remember her name, unfortunately.
Juliet Lopez.
Right, I wrote to this woman and I said, I will offer you a Talawa T-shirt, because it for me, it should give your son some resilience and strength. That's the idea. So maybe when before he puts it on, he focuses on the word, and he might start to feel it.
Excellent.
And that's, I did reach out, but unfortunately I haven't heard anything. So if you're out there, let me know. I'm still here.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll try to kind of get something kind of hooked up in regards to that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, why not? It's important.
And that's so significant. What you're saying is about, the bridging the gap between the old and the young.
For sure.
How can the wisdom of the old be shared to inspire the young?
That's right. Because once upon a time, I used to always go to my granny's house in Brixton, and we'd go every Sunday religiously. And they used to share stories, and we used to have to sit there. Oh, God. It's like really hard, But now I look back, and I remember a lot of these stories, and I can relate to them. And this is very important, to pass it on.
Absolutely. I just think it's just so important. And I think and this is also a visual reminder to actually be able to do that.
That's right.
It's literally a visual history.
Yeah.
I think I think it's so fantastic, so important.
Thank you very much. And that's what I want it to be. That's why I started it on my own. That's why I still have the energy for it, to see it through to wherever it goes. I don't know.
I see. It's serious.
Yeah.
So you have several on the range. I know there's this particular one. You have obviously the pin-up, and there's another one as well.
Yeah, the original
48. That's one I actually like, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, right. I've got one in my bag for you.
Oh, I love it.
Let's see. Can we see?
Yeah. I didn't know you got... Excuse me. I didn't know you ladies were going to be here. But
that's okay.
He kept it very quiet.
No, keep you quiet.
He's the main man. So
we're there.
We'll have ours later. Oh, can we see?
Oh, yeah, that's it. Serious. Yeah. Absolutely, that's serious. That's actually quite serious. Yeah. Wonderful.
And you got a little sticker in there. Maybe you can cut it in half and share it.
Don't worry, we'll work something out. We'll work something out. Definitely. But that's the point. I mean, okay, you got products here, but where can we actually purchase? Purchase the product in the UK.
In the UK.
Or is it going to be solely online?
No, it's not solely online. It's also being sold in the Black Cultural Archives in Brixton.
Okay.
So if you really want to support the Windrush cause, make your way down to Brixton, buy yourself a T-shirt or 2 or 3. And so you're really contributing in that sense. And obviously I sell it online, and I will make my own contributions after. But a more direct contribution would be the Black
Go
Cultural
down.
Archives.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
and my online store has other models, bandanas. They're coming soon.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah,
I must say, I do
Yeah.
like those bandanas. They,
Yeah, with the flags.
Yeah, they are really nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
haven't actually got them printed yet, but I'm in the process of getting those done because time just ran out. I didn't have enough time to do everything.
Yeah, they are really
So
nice.
maybe I'll
Oh yes.
Yes,
Ah.
I'll remember
the ladies
you
will have the.
lady,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
And they have, and it's for like they're different flags for different countries.
That's
as well,
right.
isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
With the same logo, but it's
Yeah.
at a 45-degree angle. So the 48 is in the V when you tie it. I was advised to do it that way by a woman, so my wife actually. And I was like, you
A
see, I would
wife,
never have
that's
known
it.
that. The 48 would have been somewhere here. But she advised me to do it. It's,
Okay, okay, lovely.
yeah.
Sounds
And
good.
it's a grunge style. You're going to have a grunge type flag for the more carnival
Right.
Yeah.
crowd. And then you're going to have your elegant, clean, very
Clean lines.
clean
Oh, I look
lines.
forward to those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
I'm in the process of doing that, and they're all done with the maybe a flag from Barbados and Jamaica and the people that came on the boat from the Caribbean, basically.
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do definitely. I want to definitely order my bandana.
Okay.
I definitely want to order.
Oh,
my
thank you
bandana.
very
Yeah,
much.
That's really, really nice. I'll
Thank
be
you.
honest.
Yeah. Thank
Alright.
you. Yeah.
So okay, so your plans now moving forward.
Right.
What's your plans moving forward in regards to, well, number one, the brand, and then number two, you just yourself generally.
Yeah. Just mentioned the bandanas, and now I'm in the process of contacting various festivals and carnivals and dance troupes, because I wanted to also kit out a dance troupe if anyone's out there
Oh, wow.
that is interested with a
Good.
like ladies cut t-shirt, or obviously I haven't got the bandanas yet,
That would be
but
excellent
if they're
for
willing,
carnival, yeah.
and this is the goal, to help to spread the word, and just
Okay, we could get it
Yeah.
ready for Panorama.
Okay.
panorama.
Oh, Panorama, yeah, Panorama, right? Is it's usually on every Saturday,
Right.
and that's usually
No, not say every Saturday.
no,
Be
sorry, every
specific.
Saturday. Yeah, the Saturday before Carnival.
That's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
every
okay.
Saturday. Yeah. The Saturday before Carnival, and that is really where all the bands are in competition.
Wow.
Yeah. It is really, really serious. Really, really serious.
Okay, what date is that?
Well,
the
Carnival, yeah, it's going to be.
The 25th
25th?
of August.
Oh, I'll have
Yeah.
to try. I'll have to
You
look
try,
that up.
yeah,
Send me
yeah.
some links,
I will.
and maybe I can come over for that. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
And sorry, I've lost. What was I saying?
Going forward, what are your plans for the future?
Yes, and just basically building the brand, building its awareness, keeping it true, and I try to work with local businesses. I've had the posters printed locally in Peckham, and obviously this pushes the price up because I don't get things printed in China, but I try to
Support.
keep it clean. I'm not saying it's unclean, but I'm just trying to support.
Yeah.
Just trying to keep supporting.
So using
Local.
a local printer in Peckham, is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
You wanna say?
Son Soles in Peckham.
Solid.
Yeah,
Is that in the market?
it's just before you get to. There's what street is it? Off the main high street. There's an industrial estate,
Okay.
and she was very receptive, very good. The prints are beautiful, and you can see those online. I've got my illustration site, odw-illustration.ch, and that's where you can see my plethora, if you want to call it, of illustrative work, my graphic work, and my day-to-day, my daily business. That's where you'll see that.
Could you repeat the site again, please?
Yes, odw-illustration.ch. And that's my
CH.
graphic and illustrative work,
Okay.
some comic stuff,
All right.
some funky superhero women with dreadlocks and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's where you see the real fantasy stuff come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds quite serious, actually.
Yeah.
Especially with the light of obviously Black Panther. And
Oh
everything
yeah,
else
yeah.
Come out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? And it's just fine because there is an actual a subculture of like black comics that is,
That's right.
that are
That's right.
actually I know definitely in this country. I was in Barbados in February, March, and I was there for an art fair. I attended an art fair, and there's a subculture that is that is quite prevalent here, the United States.
Oh,
and
for
then parts
sure.
of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and manga as well. You know, you just have to
Yeah.
look out for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some really good artists out there. Very good stuff.
So
Mhm.
okay, so in regards to your business, generally, I mean, is it centered in Switzerland, or is it also? I mean, do you again travel?
Yeah, at the moment it's based in the UK. Everything is based in the UK.
Okay.
I only deal with the UK at the moment,
Okay.
and I'm hoping to come back to the UK and put more work into it and be on it 100%. So this is my way back into the country, or maybe my way back in and then they deport me. No,
Wow.
no, not part of that generation.
No, yeah.
I got my.
Good. All right. So okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully we will see you here. Kind of there and about quite regularly. Then hopefully.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah.
More than welcome. I really enjoyed it, and I'm a man of my word. I remember.
Oh.
But go on. You have to drop me an email
Yeah.
and tell me what bandana, what flag, or whatever. Sorry, hitting the mic. And,
Yeah, don't worry.
And thank you for your support.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
definitely get an email to you.
And just let us know when you're coming over again, so we can encompass and see what
Definitely.
you're doing and get what you're involved with.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because as I said, I think it is what you're doing. Yes, it is. It's out there. It's fashion, yeah, but it is telling a story, and I think that's the thing.
Right.
It's telling our story,
Right.
which a lot of the time, is never told.
Right.
And the product looks good. I like it.
Yeah. Because even when you hear the story, it lifts you naturally.
Yeah.
Even if I say to you, "Oh, I'm doing something that's called Windrush," you go, "Okay." But then when you hear the story, you think, "Oh, okay." It lightens your mood straight away.
Yeah.
And the fact is that both young and old are wearing it.
Yeah.
And I mean, baby young can wear it, and really, really old.
Okay.
What other brand? You can wear another brand and you feel a bit uncomfortable. You feel, I don't know. But this is,
But it's us.
it's
It's about us.
exactly.
I
that's the idea.
really like it, and I said definitely we're gonna work on some sort of collaboration in regards to making sure that we we move this forward, because I think it's a very important.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Believe me.
Oh,
So how
done great work.
long have you got till you fly back?
Until Monday, yeah,
Right,
yeah.
okay.
So it's been quite hectic. I even had to sleep in the afternoon today. It was
Oh my
a bit of running
goodness.
around. But where there's a will, there's a way.
Of course.
Good.
So now I've got some support.
That's right.
Yeah.
Behind
Yeah.
you. Okay.
Unity is strength, right? So
Oh yeah, don't
let's
worry,
prove it,
you
let's
definitely,
prove it.
yeah, oh yeah. Oh, trust me, we'll prove it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, just let the listeners be aware of your details again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
emails, social media.
Mhm.
Just let us, where can people get a hold of you?
Okay. My website is www.windrush48.co.uk, and that's where you'll find all of my Windrush related products.
All right.
If you want to email me, info@windrush48.co.uk. That's my direct email. I can be found on Facebook under Windrush48, and also Twitter, which I am still getting used to. So it's juggling all the social media can be a bit tricky. And as I said before, my illustrative site, where that's my daily bread, where I earn my money, apart from Windrush 48, is odw-illustration.ch.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Good.
And thank you very much.
So what do you do with your illustrations? You sell them or just publish them?
Well, it depends. I may do explanation videos where you see the hand drawing, an image. I do a lot of flyers and posters for reggae events in Switzerland.
Okay.
I've done a few for Anthony B, Queen Ifrica. Queen Ifrica endorsed my T-shirt. She actually wore it. She sent me a picture, or someone sent it via a phone. So Queen Ifrica, Tony Rebel.
Oh, Tony
I
Rebel.
met him as well.
Okay.
And Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
I gave Gentleman a T-shirt, and he was very surprised when I told him that it was a German boat that carried our first Caribbeans over. So no Windrush, no reggae music, no Gentleman. So so that was quite interesting for him. Because okay, I'm going to check this out,
Yeah.
And what else do I do? And some hobby and some fine art stuff as well on the website. Yeah, so
That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, and as I said, the what would you call that? Visual facilitation type images where you simplify a sketch of something quite complicated, so even a child can look at it and understand what is going on, processes and so on, and logos, obviously. Yeah,
Obviously.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thanks.
Good. So look, with all of our guests, if we said one's escaped today, but but with all of our guests, we always asked our guests, their last. I use that as our last question. So Oliver, if you had one wish in regards to us as a people, what would that one wish be?
That one wish would be that we unify. We embody unity, irrelevant of size or culture, because the motto is unity is strength. And there's a lot of weight behind these words and a lot of these phrases. When people take the time to really think about them, they realize that they have more when they're unified as opposed to divided.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fantastic. And I think in truth that's all that is almost like one of our watchwords in regards to, coming together unified, and being able to use our unity to actually build, an economy that, fit for purpose, you know what I mean? So
and you have to apply it. It's something that you have to apply.
Right.
You have to be conscious of it. You can't just say, I'm going to be unified by just clicking like. You have to think,
That's right.
You have to apply it. You have to live it.
Yeah.
It's like being well-mannered. You have to live being well-mannered.
Yeah. Very true.
Or you slip away again.
Absolutely. Okay. Thank you very, very, very much for that.
You too.
Thank you so much. So again, we're kind of
Come to the end,
right
haven't
there.
we?
Exactly.
So what are you up to this weekend, Brother Paul?
God,
Sister
what am I
Glenys?
actually up to this weekend? I've got to actually check. I mean, I've got my daughter's coming down, so I know that I will definitely be active in one way or another.
And I know what you're going to be wearing as well.
Oh yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I'm going to
I
be.
know some dangerous men in Camberwell.
Oh yeah, I will be definitely wearing this one. Trust me. So that's definitely, trust me. But as I said, we're going to be quite busy. This weekend, but I haven't got
Any events?
I haven't actually pinpoint an event. You know what I mean? But I know that if you, one of you all will probably let me know if there is anything kind of happening. You know what I mean? So
Our community is so busy.
So
you can't go
busy.
a weekend without there being
and that's the thing.
support.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
mean,
the weather,
And
the
that's
lovely
awesome.
weather.
I
Yeah.
find
yeah,
it
it's awesome.
For sure.
Awesome. I mean, obviously for us, I think this weekend we haven't got something particular, but I do know that next weekend is going to be absolutely serious. We've got our guest Shavina Best, who's going to be she is from the. She's actually putting an event on the 28th, Curly Treats. So we'll have her phoning in. That's going to be quite serious. And we have our sister, a business lady, and her name is Susan Rowe. She will be coming in the studio as well, and we'll be talking all things business, but also she will be talking about the forthcoming event that will be, I think, the 24th of July. And we've got Fadi, yes?
Fadi coming in
As well, so it's going to be quite
yeah.
serious. And I said, it's going to be a very, very busy time. We will be putting on our own event.
That's right.
We have
property event.
Exactly, we've got a property event the 21st of July. How to get an insight in regards to HMO. This is homes of multiple occupancy. I was meant to actually go and visit the property of one of for our brother this week, but I didn't get a chance to. He just texted me during the show to say that I can come to visit here pretty soon. So we're going to be doing that.
But we will post that. He has done a fantastic.
Absolutely, he had done a fantastic
of the
job.
property that he's converted.
Really serious. So if you are into property, you want to get yourself in regards to this, because they are really serious. So get yourself a tickets. I know the tickets are very limited.
Limited spaces. Limited
people are already buying tickets already. So don't be left in regards to that. And as I said, just visit. Make sure you visit. We're going to be. I said, oh God, there's so many things. I know we're going to be doing fashion, Africa Fashion Week with the media. Going to be one of the media partners for that. There's other events. There's the Africa Center. We're going to be working with them. So this month as well as next month and the months after that is going to be real busy. So please make sure you check our social media. We're Money Mob 101. That's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And if you want to drop us a line on via email, moneymobinfo@gmail.com. And if you want to hit us up via WhatsApp, we're on 07737080554. So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Oliver, for coming on. It was lovely having you.
Yeah, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely fantastic.
And listeners, well, that's it from Money Mob for today.
That's it.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening. Remember, support black business, support the Money Mob, and have a good evening.
Good
Take care.
night.
Good evening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
My woman is gone.
Woman is gone.
My woman is gone.
Woman is gone.
She had left me a note hanging on my door. She said she couldn't take it. She couldn't take
Evolve your Friday nightlife. Come and experience North London's newest and finest Friday night hotspot. All roads leads to Vibes Night at Funky Brown's. 5 Tottenham Lane, Hornsey, London, N8 9DJ. Guaranteed to provide you with